Hi, welcome to this series of videos that we're going to learn how to do the Rubik's Cube, but we're going to learn more than that. We're going to learn how to teach our children how to do the Rubik's Cube. Now, in my family, I have three children. I've got a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and they can all solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I also have a couple of nephews that can solve too, the youngest of which is 4. And this is the method that I've used to teach my children how to do the Rubik's Cube. Of course, there are other methods and they might work well, but I thought I'd share this. And each video will cover a different stage of the solve. So the first video, we're going to cover the white cross, and the route to the white cross is the daisies. But this is the result. This is where we want to be at the end of this video. So we want a white cross, and each of the edges are connected with their respective centers. Okay, so I'm just going to do a scramble. Okay, and we'll see what we got. Okay, right, so now we don't have a white cross. In fact, we've got a partial white cross there, but I don't know if that's helped. It has a little bit, but what we're going to do now is called the daisy. So there are 6 sides to the cube, and each side has a fixed center. So it doesn't matter how muddled up you get, the white will always be opposite the orange, and then the centers will stay fixed. So we're going to look at the yellow side, and what we want here is a yellow center and 4 white petals. It doesn't matter what order the white petals are, what their other colors are. We just want yellow center and 4 white petals. So we've got 2 already. Let's go find the others. Now when we're finding the others, let's not spin the cube round like this, because if we do that we just get muddled up. Let's keep yellow on top. So we can take a glance down, but keep on bringing it back so that yellow's on top. Now I've found the other 2 and they're at the bottom here. So what you do is I've identified one here, the blue one. Now if I spin that up, can you see here? That would move this petal out of the way. So what you do is you just move this to the side so that when you spin this one up, this is empty. Okay, and then the next one is over here. So we've got the same problem here. If I spin this up, then this petal here is going to move out of the way. So what we do is we rotate this so that when I spin this up, it's empty up here. And then we have the daisy. All right, so then I do want to show you, however, one scenario that didn't come up here, and that's this case here. So sometimes what you'll find is an edge like this rather than on the bottom. Now if you've got this, then all you do is just say, well, if I spin it up to get it to the top, this will move out of place. So you've got to make sure that that slot is empty. So you do a move like that. I'll also do a different one. Okay, sometimes it's like that, so it's on top. But what you do in this situation is just move it to the side. It doesn't matter which side, you can move it there or move it there, and then you know that spinning it up will bring it to the top, the white. But be careful, if something's in the way, just make sure that when you spin it up that there's nothing there. And I'll just show you one other scenario. So this is the other scenario. So when you've got it like this, obviously spinning it to the top won't help you because the white's not on the top. So what you do here is you do want to bring it first of all to the middle layer, so like that, but you don't want to do it here because look what happened, this moved out of position. So make sure that there's nothing above it, so keep on spinning it around until this is an empty slot. Now you can move it to the side, not all the way to the top because the white is not on the top, so move it to the side, and then we know that if we lift it up here that it will be on top, but we want to make sure that this space is empty, and so we move this empty one there, and then we can lift it up, and then we've got the daisy. So I've shown you a few different things that can come up. And you can watch the video again and then just replay these different scenarios yourself. Just muddle up the cube, see what you find, and try and get the daisy. Now, if you're getting the daisy without any problems, then we're ready for the next step, and that is to make the white cross. And what we do here is we hold the cube like this, and we look at each of the petals in turn. So here is the red petal. And what we do is we hold the top and we spin the bottom two, not just the bottom, but the bottom two, until this petal is connected to the correct colour centre, and here it is now. So then we drop it to the bottom, and can you see it's connected now to the white centre and to the red centre. That's exactly where we want it. So now we move on to the next petal, the blue one, and we spin the bottom two until this one's connected to the centre, and then we drop it down. Then let's move on to this one. So this is connected with the red currently, but we'll move the bottom two around, and then it's connected to the right colour, and we drop that down. And the final one is the green one, and then we move that around until it's connected to the right colour, and then drop it to the bottom, and that's what we should have. And that's where we'll stop this video now. This is what you want to happen, and you need to practice that until you can do it without any help. So if you're teaching your child, just talk them through it. You should be confident enough with it before you start teaching your child, so you work it out so that you don't need to look at the video anymore, and then you support your child to be able to do it. And when they get stuck, just help them work through it, and then we only move on to the next stage when they're doing that without any help, when they're really confident with it. All right, let me know how you get on. Thanks. Bye.